South
really
Indian.
hungry.
Yeah. You've cooked meat like 4 times this week.
Crushed all that.
But I don't have my toothbrush.
He couldn't do anything without his wife. Hey everyone, we are Sunil and Pia. We have recently watched The Great Indian Kitchen film. It's a Malayalam film and we loved it. So we thought we'd do a reaction to one of the video songs of that film. It's called Orukudam. Orukudam video song. Starring Matthews Pulikan, Mrudula Devi S, Suraj and Nimisha. We thought it was a brilliant film.
Really stayed with me.
Really well done. Great acting.
Amazing food. We actually had to go get Indian takeaway straight after watching that film.
Yes, I was really hungry. I kept eating something the whole time because they were showing all these things being cooked.
Oh,
and it
beautiful
made me
South
really
Indian.
hungry.
Yeah. Okay, that's not the point of the movie.
Yes, Orukudam video song. Let's see what it's about.
Let's watch it.
ഒരു കുടം പാറ് ഒല്ലി അടുത്താൽ ചൊല്ലാം ഒരു മിളിന്തിയിൽ കാളിയാക്ക്
Beautiful song.
മനമുട്ട് ഇരുമിളിന്തിയും കറ്റാണ് കറ്റാൽ നിന്നെ കട്ടോളം എന്ത് കട്ട് ചീല് കട്ട് എന്ത് ചീല് പാട്ട് ചീല് എന്ത് പാട്ട് നിന്റെ പാട്ട് എന്ത് നീ എന്റെ നീ ലേലം ലേലം കാട്ടും വിശിരൻ കലമ്പല് കരുമരത്തിൻ മൂളല് ചങ്കില് ധൂളി പെയ്യണ കടലില് ചാറലവളുടെ ചങ്കിലും വിണ്ണ് നനയണ് ഭൂമി കുളിരണ പെണ്ണു പടരണ മണ്ണു കുതിരണ വിണ്ണ് നനയണ് ഭൂമി കുളിരണ പെണ്ണു പടരണ മണ്ണു കുതിരണ പാട്ട് പടരണി നാട്ടം മുറുകണ് കൂട്ടുകുഴൽ വിളി പൊന്തി മുഴങ്ങണ് കൂട്ടുകുഴൽ വിളി പൊന്തി മുഴങ്ങണ്
Poor thing.
നിറഞ്ഞവൾ കരളു കക്കണ എന്ത് കട്ട് ചീല് കട്ട് എന്ത് ചീല് പാട്ട് ചീല് എന്ത് പാട്ട് നിന്റെ പാട്ട് എന്ത് നീ എന്റെ നീയ്
Beautiful song.
Really beautiful. I really liked that song a lot.
Great singing. Love the music. Very relaxing. That's
Yeah.
what I thought. And also, it's very warm.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Seeing her dance in that clip, it reminded me that's the only time you see her like truly happy.
Yes.
Is at the start where she's dancing, and
Like that happiness of a child.
yeah,
That's the only time.
I was really enjoying that music, but I just couldn't smile because what she goes through is so traumatic in this film.
Yeah.
And something that I really felt was a miss was she didn't have like any feminism in her life. Like she would call her mom, and her mom just didn't understand what she was going
She
through.
didn't get any support from her mom. I was expecting that would happen.
Yeah.
It was pretty obvious for me because I saw that happen in other films when I was in India.
Yeah, and they just felt that she should be grateful for being married into maybe a wealthier family or a family of more prestige.
Yes.
She did have a lovely mother-in-law.
Yeah. Oh, she was really nice. I thought, oh, this is maybe a happy drama.
But she still didn't push her. When she said, oh, apply anyway, don't tell them it was me, you know, she still couldn't take that step to really support her because that actually got her into even more trouble.
Yeah.
And she couldn't say that her mother-in-law had encouraged her.
Yeah.
So she just
If she did say the mother-in-law would have gotten into trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Since we already watched the film, we might as well do a review.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is what's happening is already a review, I guess.
And we'll talk about what's happening during the film, but we will try not to ruin what happens at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something else interesting I noticed was the juxtaposition between her and her friend. I didn't quite get who that friend was, but I assumed it was from her dance class.
I think so.
I think.
Yeah.
And she was saying kind of about her life, and then her friend hung up the phone and said, "Oh, you've cooked meat like 4 times this week,"
Yes.
complaining about how much her husband cooks.
Yeah.
And just the difference in their lives.
And the difference in the communication as well, in the way they interact.
Yeah.
This couple is like there's not much talk. He just says and she listens.
Or
and
she says- Sorry.
The other couple is more interactive, they're more open, they're more like friends.
Yeah, exactly. Where
Yeah.
she says, "Can I say something, but don't get angry?" And
Yeah.
then when she mentioned about his manners, he brought it up again and again, just having little digs at her.
Like a prick.
I felt so angry. We
Me
both
too.
did watching this
Yeah,
film. I felt
we supposed to.
infuriated.
Yes.
But you noticed him he said it 3 times, I think, during the film, where he
Yeah.
just couldn't let it go.
Yeah.
And-
Because his ego got hurt, he has to get some sort of, upper hand. So that's why he kept asking her to apologize.
She wasn't family. She was just his servant.
Yeah. I mean, she was just a maid for the family
Yeah.
in the house. Like that father-in-law kept saying, "Please cook the rice on the fire." I was like,
Oh, why are you washing my clothes like that? It'll get you'll damage my clothes. Hand wash them. Just wanted to. Oh my god, I wanted to stress. Oh, I need to brush my teeth, but I don't have my toothbrush.
he couldn't do anything without his wife. I was so shocked.
And the sister-in-law was like, "Why are you worried about the house? Like you've got help now. You've basically got a servant to do
Yeah.
everything."
Yeah.
This is such a significant film and one that really stays with you. But it's not a depressing film. You can feel, they even put it in this trailer, you can feel that pot boiling. She's still got that feminism inside her,
Yeah.
wanting to push itself out. She just can't do it.
Yeah.
And there is this incredible scene. It was actually Sunny's mum who told us to watch this movie.
Yeah.
She loved it. And she said, "Oh, you've got to show Pia because she knows that I would like it."
She
But
absolutely loved it.
there is this scene that you've got to wait for where
Yeah.
the wife does something and it's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't remember the wife ever having a name. And that I remember is significant because there's a famous book and a film I love called Rebecca. And it's where the main character is so insignificant because she lives in the shadow of her husband's husband's deceased wife, Rebecca. And it's the same thing where no one calls her by her name. She does not have an identity and no one cares who she is. It's just how useful she is for everyone else.
Doesn't she have a name in this film?
I don't remember her ever having a name.
Maybe we missed it.
We've just Googled it,
Yeah.
and no, she doesn't have
She
a
doesn't.
name.
Her character's name is wife
Yeah.
on Google.
Yeah. And I think they did that to completely strip her of her identity.
Identity, yes.
She is a wife. That's all she is to
Yeah.
anyone in this film, even her own mother.
Yeah.
Very significant.
Yes.
And I really hope everyone watches this and sees the message that this film tells you about respect and equality and love and care.
Yeah. Talking about the performances, I really liked everyone's acting. I couldn't really pinpoint anyone, underperforming. I really liked the guy who played the husband's character. Obviously, the lead actor did a fantastic job.
Everyone who was in this film, it felt so natural.
Yes.
You didn't feel like anyone was acting. It was just, you felt like you were inside this film and you were feeling all the emotions that she was feeling. You went on that
Yeah.
journey with her. And it was really well shot. Like,
Yeah, filming as well, and there was not much dialogue
no.
in the middle when she cooks, when she's in the kitchen or serving father-in-law and doing other chores in the house. That's what I really liked. They were conveying so much without any dialogue.
And there was so much quiet. and so many scenes where you saw it was very like a big wide shot,
Yeah.
and just her in the room, and I felt that really conveyed her loneliness.
Yes.
Just the silence that she lived with.
Yeah.
And she didn't have anyone she could really turn to, and that was conveyed through the filmmaking.
Yeah. As usual, we always mention this whenever we're doing review of Malayalam films. It was so beautiful, the locations,
Yeah.
the house, it really shows the Malayalam culture, Kerala culture, and the traditions. Kerala is just beautiful, and I already mentioned it before, you guys have an advantage, Malayalam film people.
Oh, the food.
Oh, and the food, oh my god, again, it deserves to be mentioned again.
Yeah. Well, they actually gave credit to the people who made that food, because
I know.
Oh, just really want to go back to India.
I don't really know names of few dishes that she made.
Oh, so it was very like
Yeah.
Malayalam style food.
Very Kerala, authentic Kerala food.
Okay.
That makes me want to go to Kerala again, eat that
Yes.
food.
It gave us such authenticity, didn't it?
Yes, it makes Western people or people from outside India or within India as well want to go to Kerala. It boosts the tourism industry.
Like they didn't have to have all that, but I think it really added an extra layer
Yeah.
in the film.
Very
And it,
clever.
like you said, it added culture and family and daily life.
Yes.
And if I had to watch her clean their disgusting table one more time. We actually watched it with my mum, and
Yeah.
she thought it was amazing as
Yes.
well.
Every time there was a new dish being prepared, it increased my hype. Like I was getting hungry, and then as soon as they finished eating, the table crushed all that.
Yeah. I have not seen the main actor, the actress before.
Me neither.
So if you have some other films that you think she's in that are incredible, I'd love to see them.
Yeah.
I thought she did a brilliant job.
Yes.
Because she had to convey like deep, dark sadness and that feeling where you're smiling but you are really sad, and that's difficult. That would have been a difficult role to play.
Definitely. Another thing that I noticed that she was doing throughout the film was her disgust towards the waste. And she had that constant
Yeah.
expression of disgust.
Smelling her hands,
Yeah,
getting rid of the rubbish.
You can totally say that she was having a terrible time in their house.
But is it auntie-in-law, her father-in-law's sister,
Yes.
did the cleaning,
Yeah.
cleaned the
She
waste,
didn't mind.
and it was like she had just succumbed to that role. Like that had been her life for decades, and it just didn't bother her because you're so used to the
It's
young.
a generation.
Yeah.
That generation was used to that stuff. They just took it for granted. But then this generation had to study. They didn't really do much at home because they were also studying. They had that exposure to education. But then suddenly it changed after marriage. And
You're not
you know,
allowed that freedom anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was just so different, her just doing the chores and just thinking, yeah, this is your life as a wife. You do all this stuff and you don't ask for any thanks and you don't ask for any help. But the disgust on the young woman's face constantly.
Yeah, that's what I noticed throughout the film. Obviously, in real life, it could be way less intense than what's being showed in this film.
And it can also be a lot worse. They didn't show
Yeah.
domestic violence.
Yes, domestic violence hasn't been showed. I mean, it was almost showed, but then things change, and you will understand what I mean when you watch the film.
Yeah, and I guess a trigger warning as well. You don't see scenes of domestic violence. There is some assault, but I think that it's handled well with dignity. And get to the end of the film. It's a really incredible film. We've had a lot to say about this, but
Yeah.
this film will stay with me.
Yes, me too. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe to our channel. Let us know in the comments below what you think of this film, if you liked it, and if you think we missed something. And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye, guys.
There's plenty of content waiting to be watched, so scroll down and explore all the playlists. Oh, and one more thing. If everyone watching our videos subscribe to us, it'll allow us to do even more videos. So subscribe to us. Come on now.